All about the angles, boys. The closer you get in, the more tilt, the huger it looks. Not just your bicep. But today we're talking about muscle gain, right? I've got an email here from Jack. I'm going to read it verbatim. Mitch, you write a lot about fat loss, but not so much muscle gain. How do I get muscles like you? Well, thank you, Jack. I'm flattered, and that's why I shared your email today, because it was a bit of an ego stroke. But if you are focused on muscle gain, what can you do? How can you get big like Mitch? Well, other than not missing a workout for 14 years, eating the equivalent of a grass-fed cow weekly for 14 years, where can you start? And that's what I'm going to give you, some actionable tips to start your muscle gain journey. So first off is setting a calorie surplus. You cannot gain weight if you're in a calorie deficit, okay? You can maybe gain a little muscle in a deficit, especially if you have a lot of weight to lose, but we're not talking here. Let's keep it simple. So you're going to set your calorie target. If you're on the chubbier side or a naturally chubby guy, you struggle with your weight, set your calorie target at body weight times 12, right? So that could be in the 2000s somewhere, wherever it ends up. If you're a chubbier guy, start there. If you're a guy who struggles to put on weight, always been skinny, set your calorie target at body weight times 15. That's sort of the range, at least to start, and then you assess how you gain throughout the weeks, okay? Second piece is eating protein. Yes, all the research backs this up. You have to have a minimum amount of protein. Protein builds muscle, right? So you don't need as much protein as you would on an aggressive fat loss diet, but the standard is body weight times 1. So the equivalent of your body weight in grams of protein. So if you're 200 pounds, 200 grams of protein spread throughout 4 or 5 meals, whatever the case may be, right? Arm's getting tired here. I did a workout, and I'm holding the phone, I'm shaky. I noticed that. Very bothersome. So the third piece, we're gonna switch hands, is weight training, right? This is kind of a given. You knew you had to lift weights to build muscle, but we're gonna do it a little differently, right? You're not gonna take, the typical bodybuilder approach where you just hammer the crap out of your chest on Monday and don't train it again until the following Monday. Frequency is the name of the game nowadays. You want to train each muscle twice a week. So it doesn't mean you have to be in the gym 7 days a week. You can split this up. Say 4 workouts, upper body day, lower body day, Monday, Tuesday, then come back Thursday, Friday, upper body, lower body, right? That's one option for you. I won't go into any others, but it doesn't matter how you split it up, as long as you're hitting each muscle twice a week, you will be optimal as a beginner intermediate. You may have to get a little more technical as you progress. And the last piece is just to be patient, stay the course, right? Just like slow and steady wins the race in dieting, right? A couple pounds a week at most. When you're trying to gain muscle, it's a slower process even still. So if you're gaining more than a pound or 2 a week, you may be getting a little sloppy. So focus in on that scale. Keep an eye on the scale, but focus in on your measurements just as importantly, right? 1 pound a week, you're probably on the right track. 3, 4 pounds, you're eating too much ice cream, buddy. So find that balance, right? So to recap, calorie surplus times your body weight by 12 and 15, that's your range to start. You may have to go higher. You may be able to pull it back a little bit further. Set your protein at 1 gram per pound of body weight. Weight train frequently and hit each muscle group twice a week. And then stay the course, slow and steady wins the race.